Hi guys, I'm Christina and I studied abroad in summer 2019, so I just wanted to share a few tips and a few things to know if you are thinking about studying abroad in Ghana, already got accepted to your program, or if you're just thinking of traveling. I think these could help you as well. So the first thing is, do not bring any of your appliances with you to Ghana. Your hair dryer, your curling wand, your straightener, leave it at home because you cannot use it anyways. And I'll show you guys. I have this is the converter that you need to even use your appliances if you wanted to. So like I wanted to charge my phone, which that's different, it can work. So you like plug it into the USB, and then this is like, Ghana doesn't even have the same electrical outlets as us. Like you plug it in, they have 3, and that's how you use your phone or anything you need to convert. So basically you need to buy one of these converters. My study abroad program bought me one, Webster. But if your study abroad program is not as great as Webster, then I'll leave some links down below for some adapters that will work. And if you try to like plug them in anyways, they'll probably fry because the electricity isn't strong enough to handle your appliances. So just leave them at home. Number 2, all signs in the airport are in English, and there is Wi-Fi at the airport. So if you're worried about like what's gonna happen once you get to the airport, how you're gonna get to communicate with the people you need to find, all signs are in English, and there is Wi-Fi for you to use to communicate. I know I was using WhatsApp and my WhatsApp was working just fine at the airport. Number 3, Ubers are cheap and they cost around like $1 or $2 for a typical Uber ride. So what we pay here for like a normal ride is literally $1 in Ghana, and it's amazing. It was one of my main modes of transportation. If you want to go far, like 20 minutes, it's literally $5, which is less than our common amount here. So Uber is cheap, just so you know, like use that as an option. Or I mean, I didn't know Uber was even in Ghana, but hey, apparently Uber is international. To figure out the currency, okay, so everyone was like really shocked and surprised that I wasn't having trouble with my currency, or like I was, by like the first day, y'all, I knew how to use my CDs. Okay, I knew how to spend my CDs. So $1 is 5 Ghanaian CDs, let's say. Well, around the time I was there at least. So whatever the rate is now, let's say something at the store costs 40 CDs. So you would just do 40 divided by 5, that would give you 8. So that's $8. So I use this to, like, let's say I'm at the store, something costs $8, right? If I know I wouldn't buy that same thing for $8 back home, I'm not gonna sit here and buy it in Ghana just because I'm in a foreign country. We don't have money, we're broke college students, we're saving our coins, okay? So that's just a little tip to figure out currency if you're having some trouble or you're freaking out about how am I gonna know, blah, blah, blah. And to exchange my money, I usually went to like banks, the bank ATMs, and my card worked fine, of course, after I let my bank know that I was going to Ghana. So don't be afraid, like the currency system is really easy to figure out. Number 5, US citizens do need a visa to enter Ghana. So for me, I know like you need a letter of invitation, which the school that I studied abroad with, Webster University, is the one who provided me with that letter for me to show them. You need a money order. I think it totals out to like $100, 60 for something and then 40 for something else. You need your passport. You would send it to them so they can put the visa in there, and there's a form that like tells you all the steps, but basically the process is not as overwhelming as it may seem at first sight. Because I know I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like I had to get money orders, put all this stuff together. It was my first time applying for a visa, but it wasn't hard at all. Like you just follow the instructions and you'll be good to go. But just know that if you show up to Ghana without a visa, then you are not getting in, because they did actually stop me and ask to see my visa like as soon as I stepped off the plane and I walked to the immigration area and customs, not immigration, customs. Get a SIM card. So I don't see why you wouldn't get a SIM card if you're going to be in a country for a long time. I know your phone has to be unlocked for you to like swap SIM cards, so that's why I always buy unlocked phones. I got my SIM card for $6 at the ANC Mall, you guys. Literally, I bought the SIM card and my phone plan for $6. And the data on my plan, honestly, like I just use data like crazy, so That's the only reason why I had to keep buying data, but like it lasts for a good amount of time, weeks. And I was there for 2 months. So get a SIM card. You will need it for like Google Maps, figuring out where you're going. If you're out and you need to call your Uber, even, like, that's what it's really good for. So get a SIM card. Get malaria pills, and please don't be one of those people who like to take chances. Like, okay, I'm kind of one of those people, but like here, as soon as I got there, people were literally telling me their stories, natives, of them having malaria and how many times they've gotten it, and they lived there their entire lives. So please don't think that you're gonna go there and not get malaria either, because I'm telling you, I had clothes on and mosquitoes were biting my back and getting inside my clothes. Don't even know how. But basically, you can get malaria. It's in the form of pills. I took like a bottle of pills I was prescribed, and or I don't know if you have to like get a note, but I went to a doctor and they got me the malaria pills. And it's really strong pill, not gonna lie. Like, you have to take it down with food, and you will feel sick if you don't eat with it, but I mean, it's better than getting malaria. So people might just walk up to you, ask for money. At one point I had like a bunch of kids swarm up around me, like pulling my bag. It wasn't in an aggressive way, but they were just trying to get my attention. That's just literally, they just want money. And so don't be alarmed. Like, don't be scared if people just walk up to you, and you know, don't be so into yourself that you're not like being open, or you know what I'm trying to say, like, be mindful. You know, they just, that's what they're there for. Don't be scared or like have a panic attack because people are walking up to you. Like, it's okay. Ghanaian men are very flirtatious. So basically, where I'm going with this is, be careful and make sure that your kindness isn't being misinterpreted for flirting back with them or flirting with them. Because I had a couple situations, I was all, hey, I'm Christina, you know, I'm in Ghana, and I was literally so happy during Ghana, and men thought I was flirting with them just because like I would smile at them or make genuine normal conversation. So just be careful with that. Like, make sure you're, you know, coming across the way you want to be across, and nothing is misinterpreted, basically, so you don't find yourself in any like weird situations. Last tip I have is, do not forget to study while studying abroad. So for me, there was a lot going on. I wanted to see everything, and I literally forgot that I was even there for school at one point, and I started failing my course, which is absolutely terrible. Don't be like me. And yes, I ended up getting A in my courses, but like literally there was a point where I was playing catch up because your girl thought she was just, you know, on vacation a little bit. But yeah, remember, you're still studying abroad. So yeah, don't get too, I don't want to tell you like don't get too caught up, because it's impossible. Like, if you go to Ghana, I know I can't speak for other countries, but if you go to Ghana, like, you will get engulfed in like the hospitality and the warmness and all that this country has to offer, because it's truly an amazing country. And I'm so happy that I chose Ghana as my first study abroad destination. That's all the tips and things to know that I have for you guys. And if you have any other questions, or you're thinking of studying abroad in general, or you just want to know about my experience in general, you can leave the questions down below. And if you don't feel comfortable, you can just email me, which will also be down below, or reach out on my social medias. So